Hi guys, what's up? My name is Seun Akindele and we're live here behind the scene of the movie Mofe Were, and I'm playing the character Lanre.
Why are you acting as if I'm mad? Why are you acting like that? You feel I don't know.
Hi, I'm Wendy Lawal Simpson and I play Anjola in Mofe Were.
My first reaction reading Mofe Were, first I was drawn by the title. It's a very unique title that people would want to see and understand exactly what the story is all about from the title. So I think the moment I got the script, that was the first thing that stood out to me, and then I just wanted to be sure who was the mad person in the project, and then it turned out that that was going to be the character I would play. I was quite excited, and then I brought my A game to set.
Oh! Come out here! Anjola! Very good. Sleep there. That is where you're going to spend the entire weekend. So you called your mother to come and teach me how to sleep with you?
Getting the script, reading the story. I read the story already, I read it and I read it again. So when I got on set, I had a conversation with the director saying, I felt upset. Like, how you read something and you're angry on the person's behalf. That there's certain things that this character went through that I don't think I would be silent about or I would take.
Mofe, being dramatic.
Lanre!
What?
I'm being dramatic, Lanre!
Look at you.
You've taken everything.
When we were looking at the story of Mofe Were, the first actress that was brought to me was Wendy.
Really?
Yeah, so, and I was sent her Instagram handle and I was told a little bit about her and I was like, okay, let me check it out, I'll get back to you. And for some reason, pretty quickly, I said yes. I didn't even look for anyone else or have a plan B. We never had a plan B. It was just Wendy from the beginning, so.
Yes, we are here on the set of Mofe Were. You know what it is? Mofe Were. I'm sure you know the meaning.
Married a crazy man.
Married a madman. Yeah.
Hi guys, so this story, I really enjoyed it because I have seen it firsthand happen. So it's a very important story we should keep telling and keep telling those that are the abused in the relationship. Could be a man, could be a woman, because this thing's happening to men too. Could be a man, could be a woman.
Phew, I can remember the first time the lady put us together and said like, okay, so this is what we're going to be working on and this is the story we're going to be telling. After the first meeting, I was probably like sitting in front of my computer like this and I'm like, how do we immerse ourselves so deeply in this person's world that we're able to do justice to this person's story? Because stories like this have to be told as sensitively as possible, because as much as we want to bring awareness to and we want to like enlighten and educate, we also do not want to trigger.
These type of stories are super important because we find that in our culture, verbal abuse and domestic violence sometimes are not spoken about or hushed or swept under the carpet. And so this film is to highlight, what happens in our society and to bring it to the forefront. So this story is super important because it's an education tool as far as I'm concerned to ensure that both men and women, because it's not only women that get abused in marriages or relationships, men do get abused or beaten or spoken to in ways that no one should ever be spoken to. And so that's why we're making this film, which is so important.
I'm the father of Anjola. Can you imagine? My own daughter. One man is beating her. In real life, is it possible?
Good job.
Even if I don't go there to fight after cancelling me for a while, should I have the right to withdraw my daughter?
As always, African mothers very supportive, wanting their daughters' marriages to work. But when life is being threatened, pull your children out. It's not worth it. It's not working.
The way out, especially if you have tried
your best
to
and it's not working.
Correct the situation that's not working. Just let your daughter return.
Yes, it's only the living that get married, not the dead.
And in fact, where there is law, do you think
anything like beating the other would come. Not at all.
Not really.
There's love, understanding.
So there's something I always say about signs. You know how people always say the signs are there, the signs are there. And the truth of the matter is that sometimes people in these situations don't particularly know what signs those things are. So you know that, oh, this person, it is something that you are aware of, that you're able to recognize.
Yes.
Somebody that had no experience or no, you understand, even people around them have not experienced something like this before. Oh, the guy did this in a relationship, or the woman did this in a relationship. They don't know that this is a sign of a possible. So that stories like this are important because they keep you aware. You are able to discern. Okay. It allows people in situations like this the ability. It affords them the ability to sit and reflect. That oh, just maybe my life is like this, and you know.
Madam Ebere is she is a business owner. She is an investor. She is very I would call her more like a serious character because she's in an office setting most of the time, but she also has a soft spot for the lead, Anjola, and it shows in their dealings together. I think they have a good relationship, and I think it would almost be like she would be sort of like an Anjola's mentor, sort of.
No.
And that guy, what's his name?
Deji.
Deji, the one that prepared the demo we saw?
Yes. Well, he said he freelanced on that project, and after that. Okay, it's important because aside from the fact that many of us have fare weary and we have been the weary that somebody has fed, we understand that love is quote and unquote now blind, and there's so many things people see from outside that we don't see while we're inside. So yeah, it's very important sometimes just to sort of create a perspective.
I think stories like this are very, very important to be told because it is family oriented. There are lots of lessons to be learned. We touched on domesticated issues between a couple. This movie actually hammers home the importance of family love and unity.
If you try to play smart with me, every member of your family will get a personal visit from me.
I play the character Banky. So this is me trying not to give off too much information because you have to watch the show to get it. But you know when they say, when the devil gives one, he takes back 10. So that's my character Banky, the bad guy. But yeah, I quite like Banky.
Oftentimes on set, I know that there were things I did that got to me emotionally. There are things I got into that it took a while to come out of me.
Step back, don't you dare! Take one step towards me!
Okay, fine, if that's how you feel.
That's exactly how I feel, Larry. Get out.
What?
There are times when I would shoot and then go back, and then before I sleep, I just realized that I'm carrying a lot of weight and sad. And this is for me who is acting this role, who is just being in character. Now imagine it for someone who has been living like that for years. So it's heavy, and so I also resonate with it in a way, and I just hope that this helps as much as the energy, as we put a lot of energy in it, emotionally, physically, in other ways, so that even the EP, I'm sure, knows the kind of energies that she puts in. So everybody puts in blood, sweat, and tears, and I'm sure, by God's grace, I'm sure it touched lives and help people win.
The project was a 8 days production, and it was quite intense. Not too stressful, but there was a whole lot of hard work involved. So it was a pleasure to be part of this entire crew, because it's one thing for an actor to know what he's doing. It's another thing for the crew members to actually help him out. So for the 8 days, I think it was a perfect collaboration between the cast and the crew. And I just can't be much more excited to be part of the project.
So my approach on this project has been minimalist in nature. I try to be as authentic as possible. Yeah, it has been very easy.
I think the story of Mofe Were is important because people need to be aware of situations like this, need to know when to walk away when in a toxic situations and all of that. And I'm happy that we got to share this with people.
Yeah, exactly, because the awareness we are trying to create it's something we say can never be overemphasized, and it's something that a lot of people need to know about because it happens on every day in the society. Your next door neighbor, your family, can be anybody, can happen to anybody, and I think people need to know when to say no.
Live to live. You don't have to die in a marriage or in a relationship because you're scared of what people will say. So prioritize yourself, choose yourself first. You owe it to yourself to be happy.
In your miserable life, if you ever lay a finger on me again, kill you. I'm done with this, and I'm leaving.
We had wonderful actors on set.
Yeah, we did.
Wendy, Mr. Shell, we did with Jide and all. They were able to give us and interpret what our minds or what the story was actually telling.
In the casting process for the two leads, Lanre and Anjola, we're pretty particular about people that can play these roles, and we would believe what they are telling us. And it was also tricky. It was kind of tricky for the male character who's the villain in this story because it's such a sensitive topic. We're like, I remember the first day Mr. Seun got on set and I went to him and I'm like, okay, so I just want to know that. How do you feel about playing a character like this? You understand? Because how do you feel? I hope you have. And he's like that he thinks it's important to do this, and he wants to kill it. And if after playing it he gets so much hate, he knows that he did a good job. You understand? Don't show our actor hate, so he's acting, no job. We are begging you, Nico.
Anjola! Anjola!
It's not my first time working with a director, but my second time, and I hope it's not the last time. I had a little discussion with an actor on set. I'm just going to keep this away from her. She doesn't know, but I could vouch for her that she works really hard and works really well. And she had no idea, but I'm just privileged to be part of this production that she's directed.
Another thing I appreciate is the director taking shots that are necessary. You work on some projects, you've done this thing for a while, you see that you're shooting for long periods, but she knows the shots she wants to take, which makes it easier. You have a stipulated amount of scenes you want to take in a day, you're done without even carried over much. So
my sweetheart, she's a sweetheart. Joke apart, I really enjoy working with her. I like her direction method. She's quite sweet. So I enjoyed working with her.
I've been on sets with director before that I wasn't aware of, but this is my first time working directly with her, and absolutely, I love the experience. And she's one of those directors that knows once she gets her shots, she gets her shots. No time wasting. I like it.
Okay, so my experience filming with the cast and crew of this production has been amazing. It's been a smooth and beautiful one. I really enjoyed myself, and I hope to be on the next production again. Thank you.
And in fact, I must confess that I work with core professionals. Everybody
top notch, on point, doing what they're meant to.
Yeah, and I appreciate them all, from the director, producer,
executive producer,
everybody. They played their role properly, and of course we the actors too. Of course, we did justice
to the characters.
That's the truth.
Everybody on set was cool. I didn't shoot for too many days, but they were pretty cool. Everybody was easy to work with and get along with. We had fun on set for the most part, and they got me out quickly, which was the best part of the day.
Yeah, my experience has been good. Food, director, crew, me, fellow actors, everybody. Let's do this again, same time, same station.
This set of crew and of course my actors have been super amazing. A lot of the crew members have worked with me on other productions, so we have a family atmosphere here on the set. And to be honest, I always say that my crew is the most gifted and talented crew on the face of the earth, and that's it, period.
Lady Laide's production, the individual being Miss Laide, such an amazing personality and amazing character that, well, if she calls again, I'm definitely going to answer. The production managers, the crew members, from the lights to the cameraman to the sound to the costume, everyone worked as a team, and that's why today being the last day at about 4 p.m. it's a wrap.
Shout out to Lady Laide Media on YouTube. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like and comment.
Please keep watching.
Keep watching, liking, subscribe, and then for premium content.
Thank you so much. We love you.
So Lady Laide Media on YouTube. Yes.
Whether Lady Laide channel or Lady Laide Media.
It's Lady Laide Production.
Or now Lady Laide, you just click
on YouTube.
And subscribe.
Subscribe.
You can always trust that. And you know.
So that's it behind the scene on this set, Mofe Were. Guys, subscribe to Lady Laide's platform to be able to watch Mofe Were. I'll see you then, guys. Bye.
You want to spoil my life and it's working. You just want to destroy my life. Even if I give my all, it is nothing when you will still waste my time.